Hi all, good morning. I am PK. Today we are going to discuss about if-else conditional construct, and also let's see what are the available conditional constructs and in how many ways we can use if-else. Let's try to understand the usage of if-else with a small and simple example. Here I just want to display pass or fail based on the marks that I entered through the keyboard. For that I want to take an integer variable marks and then CLRS here, printf enter marks semicolon, and to accept input through the keyboard we should use scanf, and the format specifier for an integer is %t, then comma, and we have to give the address of marks. Whereas in printf we will directly give the variable name, but in scanf we should give the address of. Here ampersand is called address of operator. We have to use address of marks. Then if you want to check the value that we entered in the marks and to display whether pass or fail, we have to use if. Here I'm taking 35 as a pass mark, so I'm writing the condition as if marks greater than or equal to 35, then within the open and closing braces we can write all the statements related to this if block. Printf pass. Let's try to execute the program only with if block. Before that, just let me write done and get ch. Okay, to compile the program, press Alt F9. No errors. To run the program, press Ctrl F9. I'm entering some 78. Press enter. Now it should display pass. See, it is displaying pass and done side by side. If you want to print done below the pass, we should give a new line character called \n before done. So let's try to run it again. 80 marks, pass. 35 marks, pass. Now I'll give some 23. Now what should be the result? See, it's directly displaying done. So here first it is checking whether this condition is true or false. If this condition is satisfied, then it is going to this if block and executing the statements that we give in this block. Otherwise it won't go to this block. It will directly jump from this place to next executable statement. Here we are just printing done. Now do we need this open and closing curly braces? Here in this case we don't need, because this if block has only one statement. We should give this open and closing curly braces only if we have more than one statement in that block. Let's try to delete this and execute the program. You will get the same result. Pressing Ctrl F9, 65, pass, done. Let's try to add the other part of this. That means if this condition is not satisfied, then come to this else block and execute all the statements that we provide in this block. Here it has to just display fail. Now let's try to understand how the program executes. In this first line, it just takes some place in the memory and it names that as marks, and then it clears the screen. It displays enter marks and wait for us to enter the marks. Once we enter the marks, it first go to this statement and checks if the marks that we enter is greater than or equal to 35 or not. And if this condition is satisfied, it displays this printf statement and after this it directly jumps to this printf done. If we entered 50 here, 50 is greater than 35, so it displays pass and it jumps to the printf done statement. But if the marks that we entered is 20, first it checks for this condition here, 20 is greater than or equal to 35. No. Then it comes to this else block and it executes all the statements that are there in this else block, and then it comes to this printf done statement. So either if block or else block will be executed, but not the both. So what is a conditional construct? In this example, we are checking value of marks variable and displaying different messages based on marks. With this, we understood that if is used to make decisions and to execute different sets of instructions based on the given condition. Here, if is a conditional construct. What are the other available conditional constructs? Switch is another conditional construct, and we have a ternary operator as well, which has a question mark and colon. It is a short form of simple if else. We will discuss about these two in detail in upcoming lessons. Let's try to understand other form of if using this another example. Here I'm just taking two variables and asking to enter just two numbers from the keyboard, and I'm comparing whether both are same or the first number is big or the second number is big. If you look at this scanf statement, here I have given 2%d as I am taking two integer variables, %a and %b. In this first condition, I am checking if a is equal to b. Here we have to give double equal to's. If we give only one equal to, it assigns the value of b to a, like we have given a is equal to 10 in our previous programs. But here we don't want to assign the value. Here we want to compare the values that are there in a and b. So we have to use this comparison operator, double equal to. If a is equal to b, it displays both are same. If not, then it comes to this else if statement. And here, if the first number that we entered is bigger than the second number, then it displays first number is big. Otherwise it goes to the else block and displays second number is big. Let's try to run and see the results. 5 and 20. So here the second number is big. Second number is big. Again 80, 80. Both are same. We can also key in the numbers in the same line with just a space. Here the first number is big. That's it. I'm going to cover few more examples using if with and or operators in the next lesson. Thank you. See you soon with next lesson.